Elected its new leadership in the Western Cape. Tertuis Simmers has been elected the provincial party leader, and the party head its provincial elective congress in Cape Town yesterday. Simmers will lead the DA in that provincial ahead of the polls next year, and he joins us now via Zoom to, of course, give us, an immediate reaction to this and also give us what lies ahead in terms of the strategies and plans for next year. Tertuis, a very warm good morning to you. Congratulations once again. I suppose this being one of your first morning interviews, so post the results. How are you feeling? Your immediate reaction?
Good morning to Mela and good morning to all your viewers. No, indeed, it's starting to sink in of what was a very historic moment for all of our delegates when the announcement was made. But also, a lot of emotions had to be worked through, but also realizing, that the task at hand is important, and the same focus that I've had for the last 22 months up until yesterday, it will now be reaffirmed over the next 3 years, which is my term of office as provincial leader of the DA in the Western Cape.
What work lies ahead for you, do you think? I mean, this election comes at a point whereby we're also heading into national elections. So this is just not about, obviously working with the immediate province, but also having a bigger picture ahead of the 2024 elections.
Yes, no, indeed, Tamela. The first hurdle that we all need to cross is obviously next weekend is the IEC's registration weekend. And you win elections by ensuring that you register voters to make your circle of opportunity or pool of possible voters bigger. Then we have been crafting and working on our national and provincial election strategy and plan over the last 18 months. And we have put measurement mechanisms in place. We have ensured that our structures have a clear understanding of our objective, of our target, and how we measure that, but also, clear, crystal communication to ensure that come election next year, we contribute a bigger portion of votes to the DA in terms of its national objective, together with Gauteng and KZN, because it will be a very historic election, but also that we contribute to ensure the success of the multi-party charter, which was outlined by our federal leader, John Stearns, and which I also fully support. So there's a lot of hard work ahead, but we have seen in the past, as the DA Western Cape, when we get focused, when we remain focused, and when we stay on course, and all our activists, including myself as a leader, who is the leading activist now, that we will play our part towards 2024.
As you continue to connect with voters on the ground, even ahead of the registration drive, come the 18th and 19th of November, what do you think are some of the immediate needs of the voters that need to be addressed, particularly in the Western Cape?
Well, no, look, obviously, on everybody's mind, first and foremost, is the massive impact of these blackouts by Eskom, which has economic impact, but it also impacts people's socio-economic circumstances. That's one of the biggest things which we have picked up. Secondly, is also the issue of jobs. And, if you look at the quarter-to-quarter statistics, our province has been blessed to be the biggest jobs provider of all 9 provinces, and it's to ensure that continues together with our provincial government. But thirdly, it's also the impact of crime. Once again, that is the issue that impacts all of our people in the Western Cape.
Yeah, I couldn't agree there with you more there, Tertuis, because I'm sure you would have seen, the incident of an international tourist coming into the Western Cape, seemingly driving through Nyanga, making their way to Simonstown, being shot in the face. That has received not only condemnation locally, but internationally. And given that it's the festive season period, are you at all worried about the impact of crime on tourism ahead of your festive season, safety plans?
Well, I can reassure all our viewers and even those abroad watching this morning, as the Western Cape, together with the city of Cape Town, Maker member JP Smith, and across all our other non-metro municipalities, there's a clear safety plan, a clear visibility plan in terms of law enforcement, and they can rest assured that they will be safe. They can come to our beautiful shores, they can come to our province, and together with their families, see and partake in our beautiful scenery across this beautiful, blessed province.
Let's also talk about, voter registration drives. I know that, and I'm sure it's not just a headache for the IEC, but also for various political parties, including yourself. Voter apathy. South Africans boycotting, the ballots, saying they will not vote, either due to various reasons. It could be service delivery. It could be for whatever reason. What strategies do you have in place to ensure that all of the Western Cape Tertius really comes out to vote, but importantly first, register to vote in the first registration weekend drive?
Well, I must say, we have had quite a number of by-elections over the last 22 months where we could fine-tune and test our approach in terms of addressing voter apathy, but also in terms of ensuring that when there's registration weekends or drives by the IEC ahead of those by-elections, to see how much potential there is in terms of registration. And we've seen really an excellent response in terms of our communication strategy. We have seen these wards, we were able to register triple digits, which means there's a lot of potential still across our province. But secondly is communicating in crystal clear terms. What is our offering? What have we done? Because at the end of the day, when we go and canvass people to vote, they will want to know, what have you done? What are you doing? And what will you be doing? But obviously, what you will be doing cannot be some wishy-washy, unclear objective. And, with our premier candidate, Alan Windu, he's been crystal clear. The 3 North Stars has been consistent. And, that will remain our key drive and our key messages on the ground. But above all, portray that the DA is a party for all. Sadly in our province, some opposition parties tend to veer towards race. And that is one of the biggest hindrances, and which sometimes causes people not to actually even go out to register, but with a clear message, a clear plan, and the lessons that we've learned in all these by-elections over the last 22 months. We have seen phenomenal growth for the party, not just at the registration weekend, with the registration drive of the IEC, but also on the by-election day, with us growing even now in the last by-election in Swartland. We managed to grow and grow phenomenally within that ward, which poses a good picture for the party moving forward towards 2024. But above all, also next weekend's registration drive.
Yeah, and just before I let you go, are you confident that under your leadership, the DA will retain the Western Cape once more next year?
Well, I lead the party in the province with activists who now know what we have done, what we are doing, and what we will be doing. So I'm very confident that with a lot of hard work and staying on course with our strategic objective, that we will not only retain the Western Cape to see Alan Windu become premier at election 2024, but we also wish and plan for an increased margin, which is what our main objective is heading towards next year's election.
Thank you so much, Tertuis. A pleasure talking to you this morning. Tertuis Simmers, Western Cape provincial lead, of course, joining me right here on